the Grey Lady of the Abbey ruins, the eternal vigil at Bury St Edmunds. Beneath the flint arches of a fallen empire, a silent figure still walks the path of the monks. I'm standing amongst the hollowed-out pillars of the Abbey of St Edmund, once one of the richest and most powerful Benedictine monasteries in all of Europe. In its prime, this was a city within a city, a place of immense wealth and political power that drew pilgrims from across the continent. But when the abbey was dissolved and stripped by the crown in the 16th century, it didn't just leave behind a skeleton of flint and mortar. It left behind shadows that refused to be evicted. The most famous of these is the Grey Lady. She's one of Suffolk's most frequently sighted ghosts, peaceful but mournful figure often seen gliding through the Abbey Gardens or disappearing into the medieval stonework on the Great Gate behind me. Unlike the violent legends of the Viking Age, the Grey Lady doesn't terrify, she lingers. Witnesses describe her as being dressed in the habit of a nun or perhaps a healer from the medieval infirmary that once stood on these grounds. I'm struck by the consistency of the reports. People walking through the ruins at dusk often describe a sudden, localized drop in temperature and the unmistakable sensation of being watched by someone with a deep, quiet purpose. She's said to walk the old processional routes, moving with a grace that suggests she's still treading on the tiled floors of a cathedral that vanished centuries ago. Some believe she was a nurse who stayed behind to tend to the sick when the monks were driven out, her spirit tethered to her sense of duty. Standing here today, it's easy to see how the landscape holds onto these memories. The Abbey ruins aren't just a picturesque backdrop. They're a physical reminder of a massive disruption in our history. When a place this sacred is torn down, it leaves a spiritual vacuum, and the Grey Lady seems to be the one filling that silence. She represents the continuity of the town, a silent guardian who has watched the Abbey go from a soaring monument of faith to the beautiful, broken ruins that I'm standing in right now. So if ever you're wandering the gardens as the light begins to fail, keep an eye on the arches. If you see a figure in grey moving where there should be no one, don't be startled. You're simply catching a glimpse of the Abbey's long memory. She isn't a ghost of the dead so much as a ghost of the place itself, an eternal vigil that reminds us that while stone may crumble, the devotion that built it remains. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, please leave a lovely comment, and please subscribe to our channel for more content like it.